I always thought it was charming how the new neighbors waved so eagerly when I stepped out of my door. Their smiles were infectious, and I felt lucky to have such warm people living next door. But everything changed after I noticed the glow from their backyard late at night. At first, I chalked it up to harmless parties, but then I heard the chanting. It was rhythmic and unnerving, compelling me to listen closer, my heart pounding in sync with their eerie cadence. It was as if they were casting some kind of spell, and it was all centered around me. I decided to confront them one evening when the chanting grew particularly intense. The moment I stepped into their yard, the air felt different, thicker, charged with a strange energy. Before I could knock on their door, it swung open. They were expecting me. The leader, a tall man with piercing eyes, welcomed me as if I were an honored guest. "We've been waiting for you," he said, his voice smooth and unsettling. My skin crawled as I realized every pair of eyes in the room was fixed on me, their smiles now twisted shadows of what they once were. As they led me further inside, I noticed the walls were covered in strange symbols, each one pulsing with an ethereal light. They explained that I was the missing piece in their ritual, and tonight was the culmination of their efforts. Panic set in, but my feet moved involuntarily, as if guided by an unseen force. I was placed in the center of a circle, surrounded by glowing symbols. The chanting resumed, louder and more intense, my own voice joining in against my will. It felt as if I was being pulled apart, my consciousness unraveling. Just as I felt I would lose myself entirely, the ground beneath me shuddered, and a brilliant light enveloped the room. I awoke on my lawn, unsure how I got there. The neighbor's house was dark, empty as if no one had lived there for years. I checked the local records, and to my horror, the house had been abandoned for decades. The neighbors were never real, or at least, not in the way I understood. Whatever they were, they needed me, and I fear they'll return when the time is right.